before we jump into today's before we jump into this week's trade recap, I want to quickly talk to you guys about how this week had gone. Today is Friday, by the way, end of the week. I was quickly talk to you guys about how past events have affected my performance this week. So generally, this week wasn't a bad week, so to speak, but it wasn't. I wasn't performing at my best, if I'm being honest. I thought that the missed trades from last week, or just basically from the beginning of January, I thought I had gotten over it. You understand? But turns out I hadn't gotten over it, and I was having a bit of a an unconfident streak when it comes to my trading. So, and it led to me making taking a trade that I should not have taken, that didn't fit my rules, and also it's like I was struggling to take some trades. There was a particular trade that I genuinely was like, maybe I should not take it, but I ended up taking it, and you guys see how the trade turned out. But so the week was just kind of rough. I'm not going to lie, because of just the thinking that I'd I'd missed two winning trades last week, and my first two trades this week ended up the way they ended up, and it was like, come on now, like why am I doing this to myself? That because I know I can trade better than how I'm trading or how I've been trading since the beginning of January. So it's almost like there's a difference between when you know you can't trade and when you know you can trade but you're not performing to the level at to which you know you can perform to. So it was a bit annoying, and it is what it is, man. I guess that just to the way I see it, I've just come to realize that there's some things that as a trader you just have to go through. You understand? Like it's just something you have to go through. There's really no way about it. And and the reason why I'm doing this segment or doing to you guys like this is just basically to let anybody else that is going through this, to let them know that it's not something, it's not only you, you're not the only one going through it. It's something that we all go through, it's something I'm going through, something all the traders that you see on social media, they all go through it. So it's not, don't think that, oh, maybe it's just I'm bad at trading. You understand? You're not bad at trading. It's just shit just shit that happens. It's just like a mechanic that gets his hands stained and says, like, because my hands are stained, I'm a bad mechanic or something like that. You're not a bad mechanic. It's just an occupational hazard. It happen eventually. So yeah, yeah. So that's just what I wanted to have a quick yap session about before we get into today's actual video. So enough of my yapping. Hope you guys enjoy this week's trading recap, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Unpaid out.
All right, guys, what's up? It's your boy Unpaid Landlord here, and yeah, this week has not been a great week for me. I haven't been performing at a high level. In fact, I think for the whole of January, I have not been performing well at all when it comes to trading. Simply because, like, I don't know what it is about this month that I've just not been performing great. I've not been trading well because it's either I caught my winners too early, or some dumb shit. I take trades that I should not take, and just that's just been very tough week for me. In terms of execution, not in terms of like not in terms of analysis. In terms of analysis, I've been doing well. Like I've been on point with my analysis, but my executions have just been really poor since the beginning of January, and I'm not going to lie, it has been getting to me a little bit because I know I can trade better than how I'm trading right now. And, it just makes you feel a type of way. You understand? So it's annoying, but you know, the way I look at it, that's just how trading is. I just look at it as that's just how it's going to be. That there's really nothing much I can do about it, but just to keep rolling with the punches and not allowing it get to me because I could tell that it was actually really affecting me. And as a matter of fact, the two missed trades that I had last week that I did not end up capitalizing on actually affected me to the point that I ended up taking this setup here on Monday. I'm sure. Yes, today is Wednesday actually. Today is Wednesday. Hold on. Today is Wednesday, as you can see. Wednesday, Thursday. Sorry, today is Thursday, bro. I'm cooked. Today is Thursday, and on Monday, I I should not have taken it straight. If I'm being, there was my the main reason, main criteria for me to enter trades was not here, and I just, because I was so eager to take a trade after what happened last week, I just jumped into this trade without thinking about it. Because if you actually see, most of all this happened like before I even got on. So I saw it, I was like, I have to take a trade because I was to make up for what, for the missed trade I had last week. So I ended up jumping into this trade. After I gotten stopped out and I wanted to join out the trade, and I looked at it, I was like, what am I doing? Like, this is not a valid trade now. Why did I take this trade? And I'm not even going to lie, I was really beating myself up because I took this trade, because I was like, come on now, like I can do better than this. So it was a really rough start to the week. But move on, right? Like, that's just how it is. You just have to move on. There's really nothing much you can do. You just have to keep it pushing. So now we this is trade I took yesterday. Now this trade, to be honest, there's really nothing wrong with it. There was nothing wrong with this trade. The only problem is, and this is where trading is very funny, because of when you take losses based on human error, and you now take an actual like body loss that is supposed to, like, body loss that we all take, you start to doubt yourself a little bit, because you're on a losing streak when you should not be on a losing streak. Because, for example, if I'd only taken this trade, I'm not on a losing streak, I just took a loss. But because I had taken this loss right on Monday, that was not a valid trade. Now I'm on a losing streak. Now I'm overthinking it, and it's a bit, and now it's just fucking with me. So, but that's just how trading is, man. I think that's just something I have to really work on. Like, I have to really work on not allowing past trade or past events to affect my trading in the moment. One bad one bad trade does not make me a bad trader. One bad trading month does not make me a bad trader. One bad trading week does not make me a bad trader. I have to just like constantly remind myself of that fact. So, anyways, that's by the way. So that's gone. I still haven't journaled this yet. That's why it's still on my chart. Once I journal a trade, I move it immediately. Don't want to think about it. That's gone. But today, what I'm looking at on gold, I'm looking at on gold. We have been buying seriously since God knows how long. So what I'm looking at on gold is this. Um, just took out this liquidity pool here on the 4 hour. So, and if you come down to the 1 hour, you see that we have sort of like a sheet of structure to the downside. So, uh, I'm kind of anticipating sales for a bit. Anticipating sales for a bit. I don't know if we will actually get it, because the moment you take out this high, the entire bias is invalid. So, but I'm anticipating sales for a bit. So yeah. So now I'm just waiting for to either get a setup or to not get a setup. It doesn't really matter that much what happens. I'm just waiting for something to happen. So yeah. That's just basically an update on what has been, how this week has been. And the reason why I did not do the video in the moment, because as you guys noticed, most of this should happen on Monday and Wednesday, and I'm showing you guys this on Thursday. The reason why it was on Monday, I honestly forgot to shoot the clip, and yesterday, honestly speaking, I just wasn't in the mood. I really wasn't in the mood. Like, I was like, when I say I was taking it a bit too hard, yeah, I was like, I was cooked, like, bruh, can't even imagine. So yeah, I just how that is. So, because at the end of the day, I'm a relatively new trader, and this is just stuff that you have to go through to get to your goal. You understand? Because and then if trading was really easy, everybody would do it. Alright, guys, what is up? It's your boy Unpaid, and today is Friday, a day that the Lord has made. just rejoice and be glad in it. Okay, so today's Friday, like I said earlier, and uh, there's a lot to update you guys on since the last clip, even though it was just a day ago. So I remember I told you guys that um I was going to be looking for a sale here, and I'm not gonna lie, because of I was coming fresh off two losing streaks and two missed wins. So there was a lot of um there's a lot of psychology issues going on with this trade, and here's why. Um, remember I said I was looking for sales on gold, and we had this very huge sell off on gold, and I was not thinking to myself that first of all, would gold even come back? Like, would you give a retracement to actually give me an entry? And if you give me an entry, is there actually something I would like to get into and all that? So all these questions were just going through my head, and it was a bit stressful. I just decided that what, it is what it is. I, I'll if I'll take it, and if it ends up going against me, the most I'll lose is 1%. So that's just it. Whatever happens, happens. And but luckily, this trade ended up being nice, nice trade, even though it's literally almost go to my stops because I don't understand. Good has just been that's never given me a zero drawdown trade. Every time I want to give my trade, it always like goes deep into drawdown before reversing. Very annoying shit. But yeah. So we had this win on Thursday, which was really nice. It helps me make back these two losses I had earlier in the week, plus extra. Now let's talk about today. Let's talk about today. This trade was just, bruh, it was a bloodbath. I'm not going to lie, like it was just there were a lot of emotions involved in this trade, as you can already see, as you can already tell rather. So obviously, my usual shit, liquidity sweep, inverted order blocks and all that. So you see that when I would get tagged in, look at how far gold came. Like, what is this? Like, this is basically like if two third of my stop loss already taken. It just had to move a little bit more and to have taken me out and stop loss. But that's so I held through drawdown. Being in drawdown in a trade is not a new thing for me. It's something I have come to expect from gold. Case in point, this trade. So I've come to expect it on gold. So I wasn't really too fussed about I wasn't too fussed about taking a loss in the first place. You understand? Basically, because I already had a win that even if I had taken if I even if I took a loss here, this win that I had here would cover the entire loss. You understand? So I was not really fussed about it. So we got close to my stop loss and we started pushing up. I was like, okay, this might be a this might be a good trade. I was like, okay, this might be a good trade. That's nice. We kept pushing. We got to, we almost got to 0.9 R, and all of a sudden, gold started dumping again. I was like, bro, what is this? Like, what are we doing? It took, since after this candle, it took how many candles to come back to break even? Come back to one to one. One, two, three, four, five. It took six candles to hit one to one. Like, I was like, what kind of fucking trade is this? But I kept holding, right? Kept holding. So, but after we now hit one to one, I reduced my risk to half. So then I kept holding, waiting for 2 hours so that I can move myself to break even and make this a break even trade, like a risk of the table trade. So now we are waiting, right? As you can see that price got very close to 2 hour. The exact same thing it did here, very close to 2 hour, and started retracing. Now, yeah, this is where I started having issues. I was considering, in fact, don't say it's not that I was considering. I'd heard after gold got here and was retracing. I'm not gonna lie, I moved my stops to break even. I moved my stops to break even.
even though we had not hit the 2 hour that I usually look for. And as as gold started dumping. When it got to around like I think like this point, I looked at myself, I was like, what am I doing? Like, what am I doing? The same thing that I complained that I said I did last week that made me lose, that made me miss a win, which was move my stops to break even before 2 hours. It's the exact same thing I'm doing now, right? And if this trade ended up, this was before all this had happened. Remember, this was before all this had happened. We are like almost at the break even point. I was like, if the trade ends up going in my direction, I will end up blaming myself that why did I why did I move my stocks break even? I remember I am no more full risk on this trade. I'm already half risk on the trade, so I won't be losing 1% anymore. I'll only be losing 0.5%. So I was like, why am I now so scared of taking a 0.5% loss compared to if the trade would go in my direction? I was like, you know what? We are not doing this again. We are not doing this again. I either take the full loss, take the 0.5% loss, or the trade goes to take profit or whatever it wants to go to. So in the nick of time, I moved my stops back to 0.5%, right? And as gold we fucking have it, this bastard now decides to tap into my entry, basically taking me out as break even. So if my stop loss was still at entry, and just sent like full like just 2 hour. So like I said, man, this shit was just stressful. That's what I call it. This shit was stressful. This week was stressful. I'm not even going to lie. But you know what? That's just how trading is. Like I said earlier in the beginning of the video, trading is tough. I'm not even going to lie. Trading is difficult, but if you want if you want to make the money that you know you can make from trading, these are the things that you have to go through. So yeah. Uh so as you can see, we have hit 2 hour. Officially hit 2 hour, and my stops are at break even right now. My stops are at break even. So uh, I'm already risk off the table. I'm going to be going to the new week with at plus. I'm not even sure how much now, but at least I, this week was a green week. Will be a green week for me. Even if this trade comes back to take me out at break even, this week will be a green week for me, which is really nice considering I'd already missed 2 trades earlier this month. So yeah. Uh, as for how I'm going to manage this trade, so what I'm going to end up doing is I'm basically going to move my alerts to 3R, even though I've already set my take profit on my thing. Move my last 3R and set an alarm for 8 8 p.m. my time. So once it's 8 p.m., regardless of where the trade is, I'm going to close it. I'm done for the week. I don't want to trade at night. I don't want to trade over the weekend. That's not going to happen. So wherever the trade ends up, I'm just going to close it there. And we're going to go into the we're going to close the third trading week of January there. So and hopefully next week ends up better, but hopefully next week ends up better. So without any other thing, I think this is where I'm going to end the, the video this week. Hope you guys enjoyed my ups and downs. Hope you guys enjoyed my success and failures. Yeah, that's pretty much it. If you enjoyed it, if you watch onto this point, I really, really do appreciate you guys. If you watched to this point in the video, bro, you're an OG, man. You're an OG. I really appreciate you guys. And yeah, if you watch to this point, obviously like and subscribe. Leave a comment for the algos. Tell me how your week went. Tell me how your January has been going, trading wise, health wise, anything wise. I'm really curious to see how you guys are doing. Yeah, but that's all. That's all for me. Um, I'll catch you guys next week on paid out.